That's the one. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Living Gods. I'm Danny Dutch. This is Dutch Shepard. We are continuing Mass Effect. Starting the second one tonight. First playthrough. Gonna keep the Renegade going. I don't think we have a choice. Level 47. Let's go ahead and import that character. I'm very, very excited to see what this is all about. Although I noticed on the startup screen, hello Bean, there's a lot of new characters, it looks like. So that will be interesting. Keep getting them tangled in my cords. This is Aloy, tiny puppy. She is actually controlling the stream. Where are you going? Where are you going? We're gonna start off probably with normal mode. I know we were on hard difficulty last time, but I don't know what the gameplay is like in this one, so. But just in case, I'm just curious. Veteran. So this would be enemies are tougher, react faster, have upgraded weapons, and use powers more frequently. Maybe. We'll start on normal. Come here, baby. We'll start on normal and see what happens. Oh my gosh, redeemed. Give puppy a treat. Okay, let me get her treats. So many cords. Also, hello, welcome. Be right back. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Okay. She is back. She is ready to eat. Do you see this? Look what Crazy Canuck got you. Which one do you want? This one? Doing great. I am so excited to start Mass Effect 2. I'm so happy this is a trilogy because I had so much fun playing the first one, and I'm ready to pick right back up where we left off. Going to start Mass Effect 1 later. Oh, very cool, very cool. And you've played that before, right? I think. Are you going Renegade? Alright, auto level up, no. Normal, start there. Subtitles, on or off, on or off. Honestly, I like the subtitles, but sometimes I read them and I feel like that's distracting. Yeah, you totally should get back into streaming. Do it. Subtitles, squad power usage. Automatically use their most effective powers in combat, yes. Yeah. Autosave, yep. Subtitles, we'll leave them off. No, we won't. Alright, we'll turn them on. Service history. Name. Dutch Shepard. Rank 47. We ranked really leveled up in the last one, huh? A neutral run, so no one is happy. That's perfect. Sit right on that fence. Military specialization. Infiltrator. Thank you for the follow. Psychological profile, psychotic. Renegade path, status of Rex. Oh, yeah, I forgot he could have died. Rex is the best. I might be nice to him and only him in this playthrough. I don't know. Missing in action. Ooh. R.I.P. Kaiden. Elanco was a real one. Please pour a little out at home for Kaiden. Council history. Oh. They were tragically lost. There was nothing we could do about it. Council seat. Captain Anderson. That's right. My guy. Let's go. In case anyone needs a refresher from 2 days ago. Aw, she's so happy with her treat. Thank you.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shephard.
That's right.
Uncovered
That's
the
right, we
truth.
did.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
Still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
Elusive man.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon.
Tell me more. Give
But
it
she's
to me.
just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Elusive man looks like a cyborg. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, humanity seized political control of the galaxy. Now the human-led council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all advanced civilizations every 50,000 years, have returned. Oh, damn. How does anyone read that fast? It's probably like game-winning information right there. The real threat is one Krogan named Rex.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Joker.
Emission sinks active.
Oh, it's the doctor.
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
The people
Stealth systems are
demand you
engaged.
romance
There's no way
Presley.
a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth.
You don't have to convince
Brace for
me.
basic
I'm
maneuvers.
into it. Is he you cursed him!
Presley!
You know everyone I love dies!
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Need I remind you of Nihilus? Ashley.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm so happy to see me.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
Okay.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Commander, Ashley, go! Now. Aye, aye.
Skipper. Eli, stop.
Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
On schedule. She hates it when I stream. Definitely threatened to punch Ashley if she didn't get in the pods. You're a monster. Who would do such a thing? I treat my crew with respect and nothing but, and I never have.
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy!
Let's see if I remember how to get there.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
Oh, not that way.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
This is incredible. Take that in right now. I know we're in a little bit of a hurry, but this is incredible. Alright, Joker. I can't run, by the way, if you were wondering. Ship's fine. Put a band-aid on it. Patch it up. That'll do it just fine. Talk to Joker.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no. They're coming around for another attack.
Who is it? Who is it?
Watch the arm. Commander! Shepard!
No! No! Can't die this early. This is a terrible loss. Whoa, why does it look like we just died? The emotional music and everything. Damn. We already lost Presley. Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? Okay. Here's a little refresher if anyone missed Mass
Just
Effect
another
1.
routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain.
Oh,
Whatever it
interesting.
was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid.
Good kid.
Loyal, by the book.
Loved him. Great kid.
Talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined. Ready to take on whatever came
We
her
tried to
way.
leave her behind, but she
Ashley
stowed
joined
away.
up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away.
Where's Jenkins?
We followed the path of destruction to an artifact.
Never forget.
A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare.
If I went the Paragon route, I never would have.
Halfway to the Citadel
The Normandy
on our
never
way
would
to
have
meet
blown
the
up,
council.
huh?
I was expected
Sounds
to
right.
explain what I'd seen.
This is karma.
Anderson came along. So did Udina,
Screw
our
Udina, he
political
sucks.
representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough.
Look how
to
evil he
convince the
looks.
Council.
He's
It's
definitely
good to
evil.
believe
He
one of
talks
their
like a
chosen
villain.
elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof.
Maybe I should have
Fortunately,
put
I
him in
wasn't
charge of the
alone in my
council. I kind of
search.
like that attitude.
Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help.
Captain
A
Anderson
top
might
agent
be
for
too
Citadel
pure.
Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved,
Hey,
he told me
Oblivion
he was
Guard, doing
suspicious of
good.
Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them.
I just want to see
That
Rex.
led me
There
to
he is!
Biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty
No,
hunter
he's
I'd ever
cute.
seen.
He's not nasty.
He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali.
She's a
A
fugitive.
tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
He
Tali's
talks like
evidence
a villain.
proved that Saren
Says
was
100%
responsible for the
Renegade
massacre
Shepard,
on
who
Eden
just
Prime.
organized the coup.
And the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship.
I
But it went much
loved my
further.
Mass Effect 1 ending.
Saren was trying to find a way to
Loved
bring
it.
back a
Wouldn't
race of
change a
sentient
thing.
machines from dark space.
Actually, I might have
Machines
put
allegedly
Udina in
responsible
charge.
For cleansing the galaxy
But I
of
just
all
love Captain
organic
Anderson a
life.
lot.
These Reapers were blamed for wiping
Also, I
out
might have
all
killed
life
Ashley.
50,000 years ago,
And kept Kaiden, because she
including
calls me
the
Skipper.
Protheans, and disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace
Other than that,
of
I
it
was
ever
very
being.
happy with it. Very
It
happy.
explained
We own
why
the
Saren was
Citadel.
after the beacon.
Humans are in
It made
charge.
some sense out of my visions.
Life is good.
But not much else. We couldn't convince the council that the Reapers were a
This is
threat.
very long.
My first task? Bring Liara. A Prothean. Liara was able to. Kaiden was a little concerned.
This
about
is,
I said
the abridged
discretion was
version.
the better part of valor.
So,
and kept my focus
Liara
on our
tried to
goals.
seduce
Thanks to
us,
Liara's
even though
help,
we were
had
very
our
mean to
next
her.
lead, Benezia.
We turned her
Whose drones
down.
were everywhere.
Then we killed her
Not
mom.
happy. I tried to reason
Not
with
in
her,
that
I was
order.
left with an angry, dangerous Rachni to deal with.
We also killed this
I couldn't
this
take the
queen.
chance. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was.
This is
Saren
very
I had
long.
to destroy the base and all its
Rex was
research.
being cute again. We almost
Rex
killed
wanted
him.
the genophage cure for his people.
Didn't have to.
I tried to convince him to
Won
help
him
me
back,
destroy it.
got him on our
Fortunately,
side
when we
instead.
finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan.
Saren-
He was already in communication.
By this
with
point,
the
we
Reapers.
forgot what Saren actually did,
Sovereign,
which was
Saren's
kill the
flagship
love of
we'd
our
all
life,
assumed was just a
Nihilus,
ship.
fellow
It was a
Spectre.
Reaper. It spoke to. There was
So
no
we had
time
lost
to
the
think about
passion
it.
for the main
Sovereign
story at
knew
this
where
point.
We were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled
That's
him to
right,
make
and
time
then
for
Kaiden
his
died.
Sovereign. Before I could convince him to stop, Kaiden was a good man. I chose Ash.
Chose Ash.
That was the last time Saren would slip
Now you
away
regret
from
it.
me. With my team mostly
Oh.
intact, we chased Saren and his army to
Look at the
Iris,
Kaiden
a
picture.
long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans.
Whose desk is that? That's not my desk.
As we prepared for what we knew, I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts.
Never mention Jenkins. I
Leaving Kaiden
know.
behind had
It's a
hardened
tragedy.
my resolve, but revealed a weakness in my defenses.
Oh, I see. So
many more friends
if I was
in
on
our
a
lives
different
would I be willing
platform,
to sacrifice
I'd be
in
making
order
these
to
choices
stop
as we
Saren?
go.
The Reapers had come 50,000 years.
So then we
The
went
Protheans
to
had
a
Saren knew
temple.
this, but Saren was done running,
It
and I was
pulled-
done chasing him.
pulled some zombies out of
As I
their
fought to regain
sockets.
control of the Citadel, the Council
Took
could
over
even
the
with
Citadel.
the Citadel back in my control.
It was blowing up.
While humanity's efforts in the war
Put
earned
Captain
us our
Anderson
first
in
seat on
charge,
the
even
Council.
much to
It was a
Udina's
hollow victory.
demise.
Both great leaders in their Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way.
See,
The
look
war
how,
was over.
look how evil.
The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself.
And everyone praised
I had
me
to find a way.
for
I
being
gathered my
a
crew,
hero
took my ship, and went in search of answers.
and a gem.
Just another routine mission.
And chat did not have any issues with any of my decisions throughout the entire way. And chat loved how I respected each and every character as individuals and as teammates, not just crewmates.
Commander Shephard has been recovered. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Do I get to redesign myself? This is very Westworld. That was his last Instagram selfie. Kaiden. Oh, it's Jenkins' desk. This makes sense, yes. Presley comes back as a Reaper. No, he would never come after me. We have a connection that I don't think you could possibly understand. These are my vitals. There we go, we look good. Accept imported face. Or do we change it? I'm kind of used to seeing this though. Ah, no. No. Yes. This feels right. And, oh, should we change all this? Is there anything new? Soldier. Sniper rifle. A connection which is composed entirely of... We both hate aliens, huh? You'd be surprised. Every class gets a unique power now. Infiltrators are tech and combat specialists with a unique ability to cloak themselves from visual and technological detection. That's pretty sick. Deadly at any range. I like that. I might stay Infiltrator. Soldiers are pure combat specialists. No one is tougher or more effective. Gunfire. Most thorough weapons training. Vanguard. High risk, high reward. I like that. Closing quickly on enemies and destroying them at close range with weapons and biotic abilities. Sentinel. Bring tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. While they lack the focus of adepts and engineers, they are versatile and can handle any situation. Submachine gun. Heavy pistol. Adept. Heavy pistol, submachine gun, biotic specialist. Capable of disabling and killing enemies. No. Engineers are tech specialists, the only class able to employ combat drones on the battlefield. Most effective class at blasting through enemy defensive and disabling opponents. I mean, I only see sniper rifle for these two. I like this. We're going Infiltrator. It's perfect. Why change what works? Earthborn, Ruthless. Yep. Looks good. Confirmed. Infiltrators get AI hacking? High risk, high reward. Yeah, it's like you can't really go wrong, right?
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Trying to kill me, Miranda?
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Vanguards are a lot of fun for later playthroughs.
Wake up,
Good to
Commander.
know.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard.
Leveled
Grab
up.
the Shepard and get the pistol and armor from the locker.
Stop yelling at
Pistol
me!
doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now.
Uh-oh.
Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's
trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
This is a drill. Door's locked. Door's locked. What do I do, Miranda? Oh, I have to reload. Got it. Who's this?
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Ooh, yes. I love that.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
Oh dear. Oh dear. What happens if I die now? Get down, Shepard. I'm gonna die. Perform 30 headshot kills.
Coast is clear.
Heal me!
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. More reinforcements heading your way. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Grenade launcher. Heyo. I don't want to miss.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Can I just jump? One left.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Ah!
You're doing great, Shep. Head to the next room and
I didn't hear you cut out. Are you saying I'm doing good?
I've got them closing in on my position.
You said I'm doing good, right? Do I kill them? Oh my god.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved...
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish you'd care a little more about it.
Is this the way? Yes? Oh! Okay, I'm coming.
Coming.
I'm coming.
Shut.
Oh, it's too late for that guy, isn't it?
Target down. Gotta hurt. What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Gotta reload. Hold on with this battle 1 second. Let me read the chat. Looks like Shep is gonna need more surgery. Oh, the scars heal? Interesting. Oh, they won't. Alright, what are you trying to say? Are you saying I get hit a lot by bullets? Who are you?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Why'd you pop your head up? Oh.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Just a few questions. No, don't tell me what to do.
Ever since I woke up, someone's been telling me where to go and what to do. I need answers.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or
2
worse, that whole
years.
time. Welcome back to your life.
It's not about how much you love getting shot in the face. 2 years?
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
What about Rex?
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Combat system.
Ashley's a grandma now.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a biotic power.
Oh. They're gonna keep coming until I do it. Use pull. Do it. I don't think you did it. Hey, that's cool.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
I don't know about you.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Oops. Miranda?
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Are they in love?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
Tell me about these scars.
I'm a doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin.
Do you hear the people
Project
dying
Lazarus
in the
was
background?
Cutting-edge technology.
We're having a chat while people are just screaming in pain. Name is Jacob. My unique talent is talking clearly through my teeth. I'll do it too. Talk through my teeth for the rest of the stream. It's not as clear as Jacob. BioWare made a huge mistake not installing that on every Legendary Edition player's phone against their will. Ah, yes, the game between Miranda and Jacob. Yes. Alright. Cutting edge.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Bits and pieces!
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Just me. I'm special.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Okay. So we have our crew. Aloy, come here. She doesn't want that. Renegade Shep is so used to the sounds of death, it doesn't even register. Hears that in her sleep. I meditate to the sounds of people dying. That's what it's Renegade life. Listen, I don't expect you all to understand, but I'm glad you accept me.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Moved on.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station.
That's very presumptuous of
If
us.
we get off the station.
What do you mean if? I don't, you know, your attitude
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
needs work.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Hey, Caramel Poppy.
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shephard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind.
He sounds
you need to get her out of there.
disappointed.
Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Gotta kill Wilson.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Who is that? I'm gonna kill him.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Oh, Beam. What you mean? You want to sit here? There you go. Right back up. How do we save? Let's save. Save number 1. Datapad. Datapad.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shephard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Okay, so he pretended not to know that I was alive. Very interesting. Also, he sounds very disgruntled, at the very least, about Miranda. So, again, Wilson, I got my eyes on you. And I think my first instinct to kill was correct.
Ready.
Granted, do I say that about everyone?
Damn it, Wilson.
The whole station is crawling with mechs.
No.
I'm doing the best I can.
Force casualty.
I need a sniper.
Find us another route out of here.
I almost
Preferably
killed
one
you.
that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room.
Don't trust him.
Get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Turn that radio off.
Oh god. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god! I'm hit! They shot me!
But what if we don't hurry? I'm telling you, he's the root of this problem, right here. Mark my words, I know evil when I hear it.
Shepard, down here!
Okay, Wilson.
Bastards got me in the leg!
I remember you.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Listen to this guy complaining about his leg when I just came back from the dead. The audacity. Suck it up, man. Unity, I guess. Wilson's your favorite party member? Tell me he's not
Thanks,
a party
Shepard.
member.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to
too.
try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
But she tried to help me. Either way, we can't help her. Maybe, maybe not. Yep.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's
Pragmatic.
baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts.
He's sketchy.
We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves.
How about we save
Shuttle
ourselves?
Bay is
You
only
stay
a few.
here. Take him out.
We can overload the canister.
You can be the next Jenkins. Oh, thank you for the cheer. Use overload on the crates. Oh. Oh, interesting.
Let's get out of here.
Interesting. Cool. The tutorial
Okay, we
mode
took
is
him
definitely
down,
a lot more
but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we
intense
work
in this
for,
one.
will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
You lied to me.
You told me you were with the Alliance. I don't like being played for a sucker.
I didn't lie to you, Commander. I was with the Alliance before I joined Cerberus. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain
Oh,
everything.
he calls himself that? What? I thought that was just a captions thing. Wilson is an integral. I cannot say that. Oh gosh. Wilson is an integral part of the team. He's the glue that binds the Medigel. I hope you're joking. I hope he's not with me. I don't want this man.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I'll never work for Cerberus. I don't know who they are. I mean, I'm open to it. I'm not gonna, you know, shut out all my job prospects right away. I just came back from the dead. I haven't been working for 2 years. You know, big gap in my resume.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
He spent a lot of money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to tell you whatever you want to know.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Okay, got some new codex. Renegade coins. Oh, it's a good thing you can't fall off of things. Let's save. Second save. No map. Is this the way? Hey, Wilson. I like telling him what to do, though. Uh-oh. Let's get the grenade launcher out for this one. I got one left. And it's for you. Aw. I was trying to get both of them. I need a sniper rifle. She doesn't automatically reload? Did they just say something to me? After their head blew off? Shep is open if Cerberus has a nice contract to offer. Yeah, you know. Let's talk office, parking spot, vacation days. Job responsibilities, I suppose. Oh, he's flying. That's pretty cool trick. I like that. I don't even know if I'm hitting them. Cerberus has a bunch of side quests in Mass Effect 1 tied to them. Interesting. Okay. By the end of the game, you have to go to the Citadel, so you couldn't have started those. I wonder how you'll feel about him without any of that background. Without any of the background of the side quests. Well, it sounds like they might be evil. So, you know, just from context clues, you know, they were hiding their identity. They're the opposite of the Alliance. One of the options was, I'll never work for them, you know? And if that's the case, I'm into it. I am into it. Their leader named himself Elusive Man. It's a bit eccentric, and that's right up my alley.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is...
Oh, we got more. Oh.
Project will proceed as planned.
Ah, that's fun. I like that. Money. Money. The Elusive Man didn't have a phone game, but he has a comic. I am shocked he doesn't have all of the merch and the branching out. If I remember, they were like a radical human group doing crazy experiments. That would make a lot of sense. I think bringing someone back from the dead is a pretty crazy experiment. I remember what they did very well, but I won't talk about it. If Danny Shepard hasn't heard of them, she hasn't. This is true, I have not heard of them. Just saying, I like their style.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
I'm in! Dead. I want to join the team.
What the hell are you doing?
I want to join the team.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
I knew he was lying.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good
real
instinct.
recognize real.
Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Other survivors? Oh, we're definitely gonna get it. Look how well we're bonded already. She watched me like sleep every day for 2 years. She was there for me. Much rosier opinion of Lazarus than you. Wilson is the best party member in the game, but needs max Paragon points to survive. Yeah. I don't know about that. Location during the attack.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask.
Oh, it just crashed. Why? Wait. Okay, we're good. I don't know what just happened. That was weird. He's like 100 Talis at once. I hope we can get Tali back.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Well, I'm not about to go look for them, so I agree.
Where are we going?
Same page.
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
How can we know he's gonna show up with a name like that?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Tali is built different. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is. I kind of miss her. Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Obviously, he knows our value. Wilson's 20,000 adopted orphans are gonna starve now. Oh no.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
2 lifetimes. That was a good one. Took me a second and I just came back from the dead. I got there. I'm really excited to keep
Before
fighting.
you meet with the elusive man,
So far,
you need
the
to ask a few questions
fighting
to
feels a little
evaluate
bit
your condition.
smoother.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Looks like we can't have a character arc even if we wanted one. We could not do Paragon. They would kill us on the spot, you know? Be like, that's not Shepard. She's being nice.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
I definitely remember that, yes.
Those bastards were dug in deep in a fortified bunker. I sent a lot of good soldiers to their deaths. That's how it had to be.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
The answer I would give is not listed here. But I suppose this is the closest.
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die. That can't affect your decisions. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision.
Now I keep a
Everybody
picture
at
of him on
Cerberus
my
knows
desk.
that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
Thank
I
you. I
suppose
like
you're
Jacob.
right.
He's great.
We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I like these two. No one can ever know. Oops. Shepard's hole in her brain.
The
means
elusive man is waiting for
every
you in
time
the other
someone
room.
says 2 years, she responds 2 years. I just want to emphasize it, that's all. It was just too distracting. Those pants were too tight. Had to off him.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
That's you, man. That's not me. I do what I want.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Alright, alright. Oh, yes. Casual. Ooh. Oh! Oh my god! Check this out. Wow, that is kind of great. I like this a lot. We look like, it's almost like a cyberpunk type of look. Like we're about to go work in some mines, but in high fashion. This one is a little too formal for my taste. That is a statement. This may be the right outfit to talk to the elusive man. We'll see. That is a bit too much for this moment. This is the one, because I'll tell you why. This is a power move. We look like we give no fucks. And that is exactly what we want to portray. Why am I not wearing it? That's a disappointment. The latest in space human farmer wear. Pretty cool office.
Commander Shephard.
Elusive man.
Should sound a little more excited.
I thought
to
we'd
see
be
me.
meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What do we know? You don't know me. I need some answers.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
I mean,
That
I
our
know,
place
but I
in the
want you to
universe
tell
is
me.
more fragile than we'd
'Cause I don't
like to
think you know.
That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
2 years? You're not my friend. Skip the pleasantries. Not bad.
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
Yeah, I heard you
We
gave me some
tried
more
to
bits
keep
and
you
pieces.
as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
One of many. Do tell me all the rest. I think you have to wear armor for now. But you get to wear casual clothes way more than in Mass Effect 1. I don't remember wearing any casual clothes in Mass Effect 1. Shep just walks in with Doritos stained hoodie like, what up? What up, man? Drop the elusive. Shepard is semi-intact? Yeah, I don't know what this means. They act like I'm very modified. I look the same on the outside. So I don't know. I don't know what's under this hoodie. Let's see. Investigate.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Oops.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity.
I think I just picked this
If
one.
the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us, if we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Where do we start?
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted.
Cerberus is
Miranda and
Blackwatch
Jacob
from
will
Game
brief
of
you.
Thrones. Blackwatch from Game of Thrones. I'm trying to remember. It's been, feels like ages since I watched that.
Eli, come here. Come here. Come here.
She wants up. She doesn't want up. Oh, the Night's Watch. Let's see. Miranda and Jacob will brief you. I'll find that evidence. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Am I supposed to trust them?
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Okay, ominous.
I'll get what you're looking for and be back before you know it.
Good to hear it. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Thank you for the follow. Level up. Alright, escape. Let's open it and level these bad boys up. Below your portrait is a summary of Paragon and Renegade points. With more points, you can unlock new conversation options. Okay. Ooh, we have a ways to go here. That's quite the Renegade bar. The Black Watch, also mockingly known as King Joffrey's boogeyman and later Cersei's loyalists, is a secret order of knights founded shortly before the outbreak of the War of the Five Kings. They acted as the secret police and special forces for the Seven Kingdoms. Oh, it sounds familiar now that you're saying it. Very interesting. Rips through shields and synthetic targets. So our powers now are around ammo. Cryo ammo. Snap freeze a target in place. That's pretty cool. Tactical cloak. This is basically invisibility. Love it. Incinerate. Explosion. Plasma blast. Permanently stops their health regeneration. That's fantastic. AI hacking. Hacks synthetic enemy. Operative. Your weapon damage is more punishing and frequent, and targeting enemies is easier. To be fair to Cerberus, as hard as you tried, you could never turn invisible before now. You know what? I didn't even think about that. In context of them doing experiments on me, these are the new powers that they gave me. These are the new bits and pieces, like invisibility. Love it. Okay, I guess kind of looks like we can only choose these 3. So let's do a little invisibility. We have 2 more points. We'll just do a little bit of each of these. I like incinerate, I guess. Or not. Operative? Oh, I'm out of points. Okay. How do I switch characters? Click on this and then click purchase. I am missing something. I don't know. I think maybe it worked. Look for clues that might explain what happened to the missing colonists. A ship is waiting for you in the hangar bay to take you somewhere. They move the text so quickly. The reclusive tycoon.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
So I like Miranda. I think she might be evil, and I like that. Now, that being said, I don't want her to think I'm a pushover, which is why I'm asserting my dominance right now. And maybe we can be allies. But this first interaction is very important. Sets the tone.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Assert your dominance by pushing her out of an airlock. And then spend 2 years bringing her back to life. And then be friends. This is a great plan, I think. Microaggressions, yeah. It's teeny tiny digs at each other.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Control chip?
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible
Was it gonna be
risk with
Keanu
you.
Reeves?
I just hope his gamble pays off.
That'd be pretty cool,
Tell
actually.
me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Okay.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Damn it, she's out strong-arming me.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Oops, we heard this.
Worried about my qualifications?
Goodbye.
I can crush a mech with my
It's obvious
biotics.
you're not
We've got an
interested.
assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
10 Renegade points. Heyo.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I'll reserve judgment.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
Honestly, I do. But again, we have to assert our dominance.
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you, too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you.
And that makes me
I'll
trust
just
you
have to earn
more.
that trust.
Okay, I like you.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going
Still
to?
gonna be mean to
It's
you.
called
I'm sorry.
Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
You usually give up, Jacob.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay, we seem pretty similar.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
We both like to do what we want. We have a lot in common. See? Might just have to romance Jacob. He can be the good to our evil. The yin to our yang. Am I going the right way? No. Oh. God, I thought we got stuck. Can you romance every character? That sounds pretty Renegade. Level up. Okay, exit. Is an enemy's health bar red? If not, it's immune to many of your special attacks until you breach its defenses.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Someone could still be alive. We're here to search. Do whatever it takes.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Everything's going smoothly so far.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
I like him.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to...
I just want to hear him say it again.
Says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Two timing lovers is an acquired Mass Effect 2 and 3 skill. I will have to put that to the test. Do whatever it takes.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Alright, ready. Need a new spacesuit ASAP. Cerberus has provided additional weapons. Shotgun. Boo. Sniper rifle. I see it. 10 shots. So you don't have unlimited ammo in this game. That is fair. But I'm a little sad about it.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Eating anything good? Well, it looks like they finished their dinner. They just left the dirty dishes. I'm gonna shut off the captions actually. If I can. There, subtitles off. Because honestly, sometimes my eyes read ahead and it takes me out of it a little bit.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Oh, here we go.
Sounds like Fenris.
Strange. Security systems were disabled by the other colonies.
Enemies! Shoot them before they take out your shield.
What is that thing? What is that thing? What is that thing? I kind of forgot you could die.
Hey, that sounds like Fenris.
Oh, spend points on your squads. Here we go. Oh, here is the thing. Okay. Understood. 4 points. So you can just do some crazy pull or some explosive ammo would be good. Cerberus operative. More health. Let's just do pull. And then Miranda. Overload. Good. Cerberus officer. What's that get? Health and weapon damage. We'll do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. And a little bit that's really all we can do. Unless you can't buy that. Okay.
Systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Taking heavy fire!
Hostiles!
Somewhere over here.
Shoot them before they take out your shield.
Ah, stop it. Stop it. How do you heal yourself?
There we go.
How do you heal yourself? Does anybody know? Oh, auto healed. This is probably not the gun for this occasion. The combat is much punchier. Love it. Yeah, I do like it. It also feels higher stakes. Display the current objective. On the map, I see, okay. You still have the grenade launcher. Oh, true, true. Call the elusive man. Shep needs a revive. Going to start your playthrough. Oh, yay! Enjoy it, Craze Canuck. Have a great time playing through. Enjoy. Thanks for hanging out. Especially if you're a vanguard and charge into things and then punch them.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Not alone. Let's save. Let's save. Hear that noise? Soft cry in the distance. So how do you use the Medigel? It's just for unity, maybe?
Threat detected. Consider your aggressive attitude.
Oh no, watch out, watch out! Damn. I told you to watch out. Listen to your commander.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tali?
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Tali, Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Praza, tell
Nice
your team to
sentimental
put their
moment.
weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit. Why would your old commander work for Cerberus?
I don't know. But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
I didn't have a choice. I'm not working for them. I did it to help humanity. Honestly, they're working for me. So, low-key in love with Tali. High-key in love with Tali. A lot of Tali stands in the chat.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Vitor. Well, did you?
If Vitor survived the attack, he may be able to tell us what happened.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best state to answer questions. He was injured and, nervous around...
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
She's a very close second to your favorite companion in the whole trilogy, who you'll meet later. Is this who you were threatening me with on Twitter? Being a renegade Tali is tough love. Well, yeah. Need to team up. We'll handle it from here. You know, you come with me.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Nice.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Sounds like a plan.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Tali's still so kind. Has become a leader. I know, I didn't expect to see her, you know, large and in charge, but I love it. I'm proud of her. I just hope she learned her leadership skills from me. That's all. I think we can all agree on that. That was like, this is the only exit. So save. She kind of did though.
Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
She was kind of bossing him around. Pretty mean in a
Charge
good way.
him up!
Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, they have different, like, components you can blow up, maybe?
Affirmative!
Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you to do that. Oopsies, oopsies. Redo. Give me another chance. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it hurts.
Use overload armor.
Use overload on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Nice.
There we go.
Good idea.
One left.
Ah!
One left.
There we go.
What do I have? What can I do? Disruptor.
Yes. One left. Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Renegade Tali.
We can still catch them.
I think we can all assume Tali was inspired by Shepard and her leadership. Well, that's why she's at the top, I'll tell you what. As she should be. So kind until you mention a word that sounds slightly like Geth. Death? Let me think about that. She's becoming... Oh, the word is Geth. I got you. She's becoming Renegade Tali. Bot guarding the wall vault, but not very well. If you're a subordinate, you air your grievances after the mission, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, you're just, you know, slowing down the process. My team, on the other hand, they're totally cool with whatever I want to do. It's kind of great. Still, I don't want to go out there yet. Still side-eyeing Miranda a little bit for, you know, wanting to put a control chip in me. Don't love that. But she didn't get her way, so I suppose it's fine. Wow, I am not pulling my own weight.
Target down!
Yes! There we go! Sorry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Taking cover!
Someone go over here.
Right! Moving to point, right. Sure thing.
Okay, okay. Take cover.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover...
Oh boy. Big boy. Go! Oh, she's still alive.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Wait, is she still alive or no? That looked like her, but then...
Overload with the shields.
This gun is too slow. What else? I'm out of grenades. Oh, we're still alive. We're still alive. We're still alive.
About to get hot.
Yes! Just the, nice. Just the vantage point I was looking for. Where are they? Where is he? Oh, he's dead. Good job, team.
I'll take it.
Those Cerberus guys are trained well, no questions asked. Not as well trained as an assault drone. Good point, good point. Honestly, you can skip the squad movement if you want. One of the weak points in the game. This is why you don't undermine Tali. You can use pull on unarmored large mechs like Jacob did on his own. Oh, interesting. I keep forgetting about pull. A rocket to the face would have vaporized lame old human Shepard in Mass Effect 1. You know, I'm a brand new woman now. I have bits and pieces you don't even know about. Thank you, Cerberus. Fragile crate. Was that actually Tali? She actually died? What the heck? Is this her little body? I guess we've all lost someone we've loved in this stream.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs will protect.
Say no more.
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters.
Reapers.
The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
What's a collector? Shep's plastic surgery worked out well. Now she can take 500 rockets to the face. That was not Tali dying. Good. Go to the shack on the right. Oh, okay. Hey, Tali. Welcome. You're clearly not dead. You're in the chat. That's great. What's a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We can't just leave him here. What a waste of time.
We finally find a witness and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Tali.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Vitor goes with Tali. Vitor has to come with us. You should join us. Yes, already had Shepard's death experience, feeling like a new woman. Poor Vitor got swarms attacking and specters shooting at him. Yeah, seriously.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive. And you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
No.
The people at Cerberus won't hurt him, Tali. You have my
Damn
word.
it, Shepard! I trusted you!
He'll be fine. We promise. But we have to find out all we can about the Collectors.
What? No. I don't understand.
We need a pickup. Have a medbay standing by.
Good luck, Shepard. I hope what you get from Vitor is worth it.
Me too. Yeah, tack onto the PTSD. Now he's essentially being captured by this random group he
Shepard,
hates.
Good work on Freedom's progress. Unfortunately, the Quarian you brought back didn't give us any useful information. He's too far gone.
Oops.
He'll be returned to the migrant fleet. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Yeah, she's just being dramatic. Come on. We gave him back. We gave him back. If we trust the elusive man, we gave him back. He's a great psychologist, yeah. Renegade Shep does have a habit of shooting to solve problems. It's true, it's how I got him to speak. So, they should have let me talk to him when he came back up here. So, let's talk about this Omega-4 relay.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Okay,
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
I can't stop staring at his eyes. I feel like he's gonna shoot laser beams at me any second.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
What aren't you telling me?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Yeah, he's too far gone. Great diagnosis. Seriously. It's true. Shooting things to solve problems, usually, you know, in my experience, it's been going great. I mean, you all watched the last Mass Effect 1 playthrough. I mean, the ending was perfect.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Okay. Be ready.
Okay. I'm a Spectre. I thought you should know. Should we flex our title? I had a good team. I want them back.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on.
2 years?
Changed.
Ashley.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
Cutie.
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Well, we're gonna need to get him back.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Too much to contribute.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker.
She can definitely
if so,
stay.
She can't be trusted.
Although that's interesting. Shadow Broker. Rex and Tali, they're really the only two I would take here. Garrus, I feel like Garrus has to be drinking in a bar somewhere, crying day and night over my loss. I can't imagine any other scenario.
I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
Right now we flex.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means.
What Council?
Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things
2 years? Yeah. My sniper rifle. We didn't make any friends. We certainly didn't make any lovers. I was working on Nihilus, but he died pretty early on. So, yeah. I had a good team. I'm a Spectre. We'll be ready.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
I don't worry about anything.
2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Alright.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker? Joker! I never thought I'd be happy to see you.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Did you guys hear what happened to his last ship?
How'd you get here?
Who's driving that,
It all fell apart
huh?
without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
He's Team
They only
Cerberus.
told me last night.
Oh. They brought the Normandy back to life. Joker, my least favorite member of the crew. Hugs. I'm just happy to see a familiar face. I'm lonely. Renegade life, am I right? I never got over Nihilus. And then I fell in love with that one guy at the beginning of the stream, whose name escapes me.
Guess we'll have to give her a name.
It was a very short-lived love. Do I get to name it? That'd be fantastic. I'm gonna name it Punchline. Joker and the Punchline. Or something. I'll keep working on it. Joker. Being a jerk to everyone normally does not lead to a romantic relationship. True, despite whatever pickup artists will have you believe. Does not work. Nope. Frigates are named after famous battles, hence Normandy. Yeah, that. I did not put that together. Alright, well, the famous battle. What famous battle did we wage in the last game? I wonder if we named the last one. Citadel? Battle of the Citadel? Exit. Battle for Nihilus's heart. That's what I'm gonna name the ship. He's chilling. He's loving life. This looks exactly like the Normandy. Look at our casual suit! Yes, power. Power. We just need some better walk-up music. Well, I get knocked down. Knock it up again. That's her Renegade walk-up song.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
I was not listening to you. This is my ship. I thought you should know.
Get it, do you?
I thought you should know.
You're not in charge of this mission.
Also,
I am.
I'm a Spectre.
Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
We're gonna have to shut that off. How confusing would it be if Alliance frigate the Citadel requests to dock at the Citadel? Yes, it would be very confusing. The hoodie with the booty. Yeah. The crew are like, is that is that the janitor? Is that the janitor? You don't like my outfit? Are you... Oh my god, you're right though. She's smirking at me. Look at Miranda's face. She's laughing at me behind my back. Okay. Maybe we'll change. Maybe we'll change.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Alright, anyone else would like to pop up? Say hello?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Okay.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I like these new characters, but why did they take away everyone I loved? I didn't act like I loved them, but I did. And I thought everyone should know. Use your private terminal to get the status updates on your squad. Ew, creepy. Select weapons for your squad from the armory. Use the elevator to access the Normandy's other decks. Captain's quarters. Go to your personal cabin to customize your appearance. Yes, we need to do this ASAP. I'm very embarrassed. Our power play did not work out as intended. Acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. Okay. Yeah, this... I usually don't like tutorials because it's kind of fun to just jump in and like figure things out. I don't necessarily have the patience for tutorials, but I am actually happy it's explaining this stuff, and probably could have used that back in Mass Effect 1 more so. You look like someone doing their first ever cosplay of Femme Shep. I know my next cosplay now. There it is. It's basically just a hoodie, isn't it? When you're a real badass, it doesn't matter what you wear. Shep's all about results. That's true. It's true. So it's good to talk to all crew members between each main mission. Usually different convos each time. Kelly Chambers will also tell you if someone specific needs something. Is that the robot? Rest assured, we know you will treat the new crewmates as crappy as the old ones. I am resting assured. I'm glad you know. Unread messages. Oh, no friends. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, how do we, status? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? We can have 12 of them? The veterans, Zaid. His reputation as a premier bounty hunter in the galaxy has caught up with him, and he's rumored to spend his days drinking with Garrus, crying over me and my loss, and shooting would-be rivals. There is none better in a fight. Well, I beg to differ. I am better. Info. The professor, Dr. Morden Solis, biological weapons expert, light weapons training with Solarian Special Tasks Group. Oh, I love Solarians! We gotta get this guy! We gotta get this guy! Yes. Oh yes, Dr. Morden Solis is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega. That's my guy. Who's this one? Archangel, small unit tactical expertise, omni-tool expert, and noted sniper. Interesting. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for the technical expertise of blah 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 blah. Something about gang leaders. Not as fun as Solarians. Millennia the Warlord. Ooh. Millennia of combat and strategic experience. Rumored familiarity with collector technology. A brilliant, brutal, beautiful Krogan warlord and Krogan rebellions veteran. Okier is obsessed with saving the Krogan from the genophage. Oh no. That's a lost cause. It appears he contacted the collectors to gain the necessary technology. Currently, at a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, his relationship with the mercenaries is unknown. Oops. A cosplay of any Shep is cheating because you could simply show up as yourself and say that's how you customized your character. True. You installed a one-click probe mod this time around. I don't know what any of the... You're all talking about probing. I don't know what you're talking about. You're making a very good call with the Morden, just saying. I never minded the probulating after all this scouring every inch of a planet to find an urn in Mass Effect 1. Some side quest I did not do, I assume. The convict, Jack. Ooh, no last name, very mysterious. Criminal background, currently in custody. I like this a lot. Jack is rumored to be the most powerful human biotic. Little else is known, but the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. But should be approached, because he sounds like a perfect fit. Currently, Jack is being held on the Turian prison ship Purgatory. Well, that doesn't sound like it's named after a battle. Excuse me. The Cerberus has negotiated for the subject's release. The master thief, Kasumi. Sabotage. Infiltration. Extraction. Property acquisition. Stealth. Agile combat. This subject has stolen extremely valuable resources from Cerberus in the past. This is definitely not a ploy to get those back. This is definitely legit. Alarm systems, DNA encoders, guards, and various other deterrents were bypassed, and we don't know how. She was last seen on the Citadel. I would like to go back there, so... And then you can't see the other ones. Who could these be? Tali, Rex, Garrus. Ashley? Is that it? It's those four? Wow. Upgrades. No. Oh, we do have messages. Okay. Let's see. Journal. Overlord. Travel to Typhon system. Investigate whether Cerberus base has gone silent. Did we just do that though? Love Jack. I also love Jack. I never minded. Oh yeah, we already read that. Get Morden first on Insanity, but don't neglect probing and side quests to level up beforehand. Not a side quest, just my obsessive tendencies to drive all over every uncharted planet, since they don't all show up on the map. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I always get the Solarian first, so I know I can't research upgrades. You are all speaking another language to me. Has reported that a survey ship has gone missing. Something about reporters. Normandy crash site. So I guess we just pick one, right? Investigate wreckage. Or missions. Ah, yes. Okay, yes. Yes, we start here. The professor. Talk to Arya at Afterlife. We know that club for information about Morden's soulless. Alright, we'll go to the Afterlife. We were just there. Spent 2 years there. We're going back though.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Oh, wait. I have to talk to my my crewmates. Excuse me. This is very important. Oh, maybe I can talk to Joker.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Silence is golden. Is a password we need on the Citadel. No quasar machines!
Commander, it's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
You're gonna fall in love with it, I can tell. Too good to be true.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, this seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Can't talk to him anymore. How are
Commander.
things in the cockpit?
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Overlord's a DLC. Gotcha. Play that later. Professor allows you to do upgrades. Cool. My instinct was right. I love that little Solarian already. Joker is purely... Joker is a purely inanimate objects marrying kind of guy. He would definitely marry the ship if he could. Definitely. It's got a mute. Use it.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks.
Very specific. Very interesting, Joker.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Yeah, not you.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them. Mutiny. 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 I'm going to drive the ship.
Old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
But me.
What happened to the rest of the
crew?
old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. And the rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care.
Presley.
I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your... We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
It's so sad. Alright.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Joker seems on edge since the incident. Joker kind of always seems on edge, doesn't he? I need to go find my bedroom.
Edie, we have a green light on that switchover?
I need to get out of these clothes. Controls. So he doesn't like the machine, but he does talk to it and request favors from it. Not ready to go in there. There we go. Weapons locker. Oh boy, look at all these weapons. Can I get some more sniper ammo in the house, please? Jacob? Where? Jacob? Wait, where is he? Oh my god, there he is.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take... I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
I don't know what else to say. I think I love you. You've given me nothing but praise, and I'm into it. But I have to be mean to you.
You're here because you're Cerberus. Don't expect special treatment.
Understood. But not everyone in the group is hardline. I'm an employee because I believe in their current direction. Doesn't mean I don't have concerns about their past actions. Or some of yours. You watch me, I'll watch you.
Me?
That suit you?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I am suddenly very self-conscious of my oversized hoodie. We should have changed before we came to talk to him. If you know, if he sneezes hard, his neck could snap. Joker. Glad to have you aboard. I appreciate your honesty. Do your job, nothing more. Maybe a little more. I like your honesty.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander.
Two of a kind.
Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. +2 Renegade. We still got some Renegade points. +2 Paragon points. Oh no. What a disaster. I think we can make up for it. He's gonna be especially hard to be mean to. 2 options. I don't know. It's fine. Your clothing doesn't have any effect on dialogue. That would be hilarious if it did. I wish everyone could go on dates in sweats. So not first date vibes. That honors me more than you. Yeah, no shit. Don't be mean. You can choose Renegade outside of companion chats. But will I get enough Renegade points? I don't know. You know, I think the only person that I could be mean to and
Commander,
still
you received a new message at your private terminal.
Still romance was Liera. She was really into me and I don't know why.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your
Kelly
messages
Chambers.
and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shephard.
She looks like the character they tried to make me look like when I launched the game. When I had the chance to change my appearance, it looks exactly like her. Interesting.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Good.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Some companions prefer renegade talk. Ah, good. So they appreciate me for my true self. She likes being mean too much for that. I wouldn't say I like it. It's just a rush, okay? I think Miranda is the most renegade crew. She doesn't ever get offended. You'll probably be fine for renegade points. You don't have to desperately harvest every point like the original games. Okay, cool. Also Jack. I kind of figured Jack is probably right up my alley.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Oh, thank you. Are you happy here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the elusive man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
I'm actually a little uncomfortable with all the praise they're giving me. They don't know what I did. What do you do?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Okay. Is that it? You should probably be doing more. I pay you a lot, huh?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You should have talked to the other guy. Veman? Is that his name?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Keep your distance from me.
I don't need you analyzing me, yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
No mysteries here, just evil. Just evil.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Now I'm into
Cerberus
it.
looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
I also love Solarians.
You're fooling yourself if you believe Cerberus is noble.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope time will change your mind. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
They are definitely not noble, but they are a perfect fit for us. I truly cannot believe this.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe. We'll see. Save. We'll see. I gotta change my outfit. This is... Private terminal. Galaxy map. Okay, I guess we gotta go in here. I'm so happy to be recruited here. On threat of dishonorable discharge. For real. Cruise quarters. Engineering. No one down there. Shepard's personal cabin. That's it. Captain's cabin, baby. Deck 1. Yes. Yes. Ooh, music. Time to relax. I thought it was gonna be. Oh, this song is such a bop. Brings me back to all the headshots with my Equalizer 8. I thought it was gonna be my meditation track of people screaming and dying, but this is good too. Type helmet. Ooh. Oh yes. Okay. Shoulders. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Material. This is awesome. You actually get to customize it. Tint. Alright. I like the blue. Green is a little bit otherworldly as well. This screams opulence. Nice gold suit. With just gold on gold, I think. Pattern is that camouflage? Is that what that is? Oh, switch the music off. There's a bug with it ruining some scenes. Okay, good advice. Fuchsia, fuchsia, fuchsia. Okay, we'll go fuchsia. I think I know what color that is. Couple cats in engineering. What? There's no way they're noble. That's why I signed up. I believe in the cause. I think fuchsia is this color. That looks sick. We look good. Wow. I like this gold, I think. Let's check the patterns again one more time. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Apply. Oh, we gotta change our casual. Oh, we gotta go with this one. Next time we see Jacob, we'll be looking good. Alright, we should probably go back and talk to him and say what's up. Switch the music off. Oh, I'm gonna miss the music. So does it automatically give me music? I guess it's playing music right now. Save. That is Shep's true form. A death cyborg. This music's pretty good too. I'm glad Cerberus has made camo patterns for fighting on worlds made of tutti frutti ice cream. Wait, what? Look for another dress. It's not. Oh, the music's not on. Oh, you mean switch it off altogether? Oh, I see. I don't know how to shut it off. I don't know how to shut it off. You can probably leave it on for now. Hang on, I think I had it. Okay. Sorry guys, that was a private gift for Jacob. It was a mixtape I made him. I just had to QA it. You know. Medal of Honor, view trophies. Save humanity from throughout the galaxy from certain annihilation. Oh, we haven't done that. Save your crew from an overwhelming attack. Return to active duty. Very elusive. Very elusive woman. Alrighty. Took care of that. Let me out of here. Oh, that's terrifying. Wow. Oh, fish. There's nothing in it. I want to see some space fish. Fine. Well, that was very successful all the way around. And now we're going to go talk to Miranda. This dress is also good when talking to Miranda because it is, again, power dress. Power dress. Interesting. Yeah, I am on PC, so what platform was the bug on? I honestly thought, how ironic would it be if he ignored romances in Mass Effect 1 but tried romancing Jacob in this? He's just my perfect counterpart. He's so nice. The Normandy didn't have toilets. That's a very good point. Kaiden went around cleaning it up. Damn, I'm gonna miss that guy. We had to adapt after he left. Crew's quarters.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
Thank you.
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
I actually feel a little weird listening to this, but I'm also trapped. Okay, there we go. There you go. Alright, so that was the crew. Meet the crew. Showers in here. Alright. Oh, elevator.
Chef surprise again. Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess.
It's kind of fun that
Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Ah, Miss Sergeant Gardner.
Commander Shephard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Just hanging out in our casual outfit. Need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Yes, I agree.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated.
No guarantees.
Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Investigate. Responsibilities.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian.
Oh.
HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time.
Ew!
This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel. And I catch what falls through the cracks.
Oh my god. You should. Why are you going around telling people that? Oh my god.
Do you have everything you need?
If you happen to find any of those...
Do you have everything you need?
If you happen to find any of those supplies on the list I gave you, it would be much appreciated.
I can't even look at him
Otherwise,
anymore.
I'm doing fine.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud.
Shepard immediately
Cerberus
quits.
gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Alrighty. Everyone seems to know about this top secret mission. Joining Cerberus.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I wonder if his family was a part of the Batarian captives that fell in that one mission. Krogan Battlemasters are basically human vanguards. Interesting. Investigate. Yeah, we're done. We're done.
I won't take any more of your
Go
time.
wash your hands.
Back to work.
I like that they gave more NPCs conversation. Oh, I remember you.
Commander Shephard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Oh, shots fired. You know what's interesting? Her, Joker, that's it so far, right? Of, you know, people that came from my ship and moved to start working for this possibly evil organization. It's just a funny, like, natural transition that they made to this Cerberus. Team Cerberus. No connection probably to me and my renegade status, but it's just interesting to see.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
I'm calling it right now. She falls in love with the chef. You see this big window behind them? They just stare at each other. They make eye contact. All day. All day. They fall in love. They never exchange words, so they're both too nervous. But one day, as he's scooping her food, they graze hands, and then just chemistry. Sparks fly. They end up together. Watch it. By the end of the game, in Mass Effect 3, there will be a wedding. That's all I'm saying.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
A wedding. I'll get you another.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Okay.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
You need to fly.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
I agree. He provides her a steady queue of patients with dysentery. And she gets him to wash his hands. Oh, it's the perfect match. He is the Jacob to her Shepard. There's no wedding because the Normandy blows up 7 more times over the course of this game. Spoiler alert. Odds of survival.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy.
Look, he's staring at her! He's staring at her!
Full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Here, wait, we have to see it again.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of heat, and I need to get out of this room. It's getting way too hot here.
Same opportunity.
Way too hot.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Look, she's glancing over to her. Look! She's not working. There's nothing. She's not looking at anything over there, except for him. That's all I'm saying. I got Paragon points. What the hell? This is not going well.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Interesting. Don't like that. Don't like that. You guys keep it together. Ah, this is a professional work environment. Main battery.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery.
I can't go anywhere. It's my ship, but I can't go anywhere. Alright, we gotta find Miranda. No subtitles. I'll turn them back on. I shut them off because sometimes I accidentally read ahead and it spoils things for me. But I will keep it together. Gotta save with our sick new outfits on. Not a lot of cooking going on back there, yeah. Crew quarters, saw that. Oh, starboard observation.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Damn. Men's restroom, life support.
Access to life support is restricted.
I can't go anywhere. I hate it. Where is Miranda? There she is. She has her own office. The hell?
Commander, what can I do for you?
This mine's on the top floor.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll keep the subtitles up. It's not a big deal. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Elusive man handpicked her. That's right. You're cocky. Ooh. Ooh. You're genetically modified.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So you're perfect?
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
I really can't argue with that.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
I'm going to talk to you right now, actually. I had some more questions. More dialogue options. I can't. That's okay. Wow, you got a private booth back here in your bedroom? Interesting. Alright. Damn. Bougie. See? Let's go do a mission, I think. Let's go get the little doctor. Professor. One of those two. Solarian. Engineering. I don't really care about that right now. It's a briefing room, cockpit. This is the one we want. Yeah, true. Some of them do talk pretty fast. Also, I do like seeing the names visually. So it's good. It works. Journal. Special ingredients. Oh! I see what's happening here. Get him the food, serve a nice dinner, get her the nice brandy, have a little date night. I don't know. Somebody want to find out. This one's at the Citadel, maybe. Oh, that's right. We're going to go to the Citadel. To the Citadel. Citadel. Oh my god, it's so cute. Alright. So, this is so interesting. Wow. Where's the Citadel? I don't know. I might just do this for the rest of the stream. Very meditative. I recruit the professor. I see him. Enter orbit. Oop. You killed the council, and they never even made you wear a dress and high heels to work. That's true. I probably could have worn my sweats if I wanted to. Did you not want to get the Solarian first? I thought this was him. Is this not him? Hang on a second. Let's read my journal. Yeah, it is this one. Right? Well, whatever happens, happens. Let's go, let's dock here. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega. They could really use someone like Captain Anderson. Nobody can recall a time there ever has been one. 7.8 million. Let's dock. Looks like a jellyfish. I like it. There's such a different feel to this game than the first one. And I like it, but it does feel like a very different experience. Not a bad way. Although I will say I really miss Rex, specifically. I miss him. I wonder who I'm gonna pick. Alright, come on. Cycle appearance. Oh, interesting. Okay, you can stay like that. Wait, I'm not done. What do you got for appearance? Nothing. Okay. Accept. Let's see. Disruptor ammo. I have 2 points to spend. Haven't actually used tactical cloak yet. Incinerate would be good. Operative? Sure. Oh, sniper zoom. All right, we're gonna max this one out right here. Plus it adds more renegade points. Assassin. Yes, yes, yes. Operative. Done. Squad points too. Cerberus operative. Health and weapons damage. I like his pull move, but that's cost 3. We'll just get him some explodey. Nope. Alright, you can wait on the last one. And then Miranda. 3 points. Overload's good. I like it. Cool. Health is important on Insanity.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
That's why we're here. You know, we're dead. Want to go to the afterlife? Look at us. God, we look good. Shepard's like a dog who moved to a new house and keeps walking back to her old Citadel-y house. I miss it. I miss Mass Effect 1. I'm just going to go back and play that one. I'm just kidding. I like this game too. Yeah, I got confused because I thought the Afterlife was on the Citadel. I thought it was that club. I don't know. Maybe I'm making things up. They say killing the Council is Renegade, but consequences aren't clear. There's no issue going to Citadel before Morden. Also, I don't know if maybe the stream title didn't change correctly, but I'm not on insanity mode anymore. I'm on normal mode for Mass Effect 2. For now, unless it gets too easy, but right now it's okay. So we'll see. Relax.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you.
Oh, it's a lot easier than one.
Now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station.
Maybe it's a chain. Oh! That's like Iron Man.
Please. You have to help me.
Okay.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shephard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
No questions asked.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vitor Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
Interesting that he cares about that.
We'll get to it if we can. Our mission takes priority.
I know you've got bigger fish to fry. That's why I'd like to get this other thing dealt with as soon as possible. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Listen, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. Seems like they had a personal situation going on. And it's a lot more straightforward in this one. No more insanity tips. I like to be prepared like Boy Scouts. Mass Effect 2 on hard is actually really fun. Only gripe is some areas of endless enemies. Shooting gets a bit... Why did I get Paragon points? I am specifically trying to do a Renegade run. Why did that make me a good person just now? Because I said welcome? Welcome to the team? How do we know if that's really Shep under all that? Look into my eyes. Tell me I'm not Shep. You can see. There's no heart. There's no soul in there. Tell me that's not Shep. Shepard's dead 2 years and shows up first place in a mask. I'm not Shepard. It's a good disguise. Shooting gets a bit monotonous. Okay, I will change it. I didn't realize. Every companion has a loyalty mission, which unlocks a new power for them if you choose. And you, if you choose. Always pick down option. I guess you're right. I think you'll enjoy Insanity much more, but you'll see yourself. You're far too good to play on normal. Oh, that's so nice. Some interactions and mission completions always give both Paragon and Renegade. No way to do a perfect run. Damn it. Crushing my dreams right now. Crushed. Let's do... Alright, we're going veteran. I'm a veteran. This is my first playthrough. I think that worked. Save. Alright. Maybe I should have asked that guy more questions. I probably could have killed the prisoner myself. That'd give me Renegade points. Ah, the afterlife. See, I knew it was a club, therefore it must be a chain. Unless when they brought it back, they decided, oh no, the Citadel, it's become way too expensive to afford rent here. You know, they've been rebuilding since the Reaper invasion. We gotta find somewhere new to put it. So then the owners, Dorian, one of those two, decided I'm gonna take the afterlife and I'm gonna put it on Omega. And you know what? It looks pretty good. There's a line.
Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside. Go on in. Ari's expecting you.
Oh yeah. God, oh my god, there's no one in here. Why is there a line? Kylan.
What are you looking at?
Dead man.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am.
Look into my
Get out of
eyes.
here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway.
Look, he's got the
Get out of here.
the apocalyptic futuristic miner outfit on. I told you it's hot right now. Yeah, hell yeah. So you can't buy intimidation in this one, it looks like. Look into my eyes, with all of your eyes. I feel my soul dying looking into those eyes. That's the point. If you try to kill the prisoners, Aid says, "What are you trying to steal my renegade points?" F you, buddy. I believe it. Save. We're in the merchant district. This is kind of like the new Citadel, isn't it? Bottle of brandy! Hell yeah! Don't even care how much. That's for the doctor. Sup, I'm here to party. Take 2. I'm gonna drink it through this mask, but don't ask me any questions about how I'm gonna do that. Alright, just going in. I'd like another, please. That one didn't really hit my mouth. Kind of just rolled off the cover of my mask. I think if we try it again, this time it'll work. Got a little bit that time. But I'd like one more. Just one more. Also, please don't mind my friend here, Jacob. Jacob, please don't think ill of me. This isn't me all the time. I don't party that much. I'm a good prospect for you to date. I just it's not my finest moment, okay? Alright. I had to get that out of the way. Alright. Ansel.
You want to talk to Aria.
Okay. Noted. Nice shot of blue vapor. Yeah. Am I drunk right now? Kind of looks like it's making me run funny. I'm just exploring. I know she's probably upstairs. Don't worry, I'm not ready to leave. Everyone has their moments of weakness. Jacob, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
That's close enough.
That's a little bit too close, isn't it?
Stand still.
Like hell I will.
Try it and you'll be scanning the inside of your colon. I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
What's it for?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Like I told you.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega?
Not that funny. I think she likes me.
I am Omega.
Oh. Alright, God
But
Complex,
you need
nice
more.
to meet you.
Everyone needs more
I am
something.
also
Come to me.
God Complex.
I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule.
What's that? Treat others as you wish to be treated.
Don't fuck with Aria.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, put it all in the elusive man's tab. Need a straw. Alcohol healing only for the next fight. Thought for sure you would exchange one of your squad for Zaid. Can you do that?
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around. And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences.
Okay. I'm gonna sit as far away from you as possible.
So, what can I do for you? I'm trying to track down Archangel. You and half of Omega. You want him dead too? Why is everyone after him? He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Sounds like my guy.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for. Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now. Just tell me how to find him. The local merc groups are recruiting anyone with a gun to help them take down Archangel.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Arya is where I encourage you to be a fucking renegade. Okay. This was the Playboy at night couch and has some stains. Oh no. Oh no. I need. What groups are after him?
Which merc groups are after Archangel? Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Okay, okay.
What can you tell me about Archangel? Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me. I appreciate the help. See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Okay, let's talk about Morden.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him? The Solarian doctor?
Yes.
Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine
zone. What a cutie.
I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
Oh. I respect that.
What can you tell me about him? Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Guess we'll just have to get sick. Indifference about Shepard. Who, me?
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am. Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Let's talk about you.
Set up here. That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Don't like your attitude.
So you must know what's what on Omega. Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is mundane.
You've been telling me quite a bit,
yourself.
though.
Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Fine, goodbye. I'm over you.
Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
I didn't really get too many renegade options, Jaceface, but if I had, you know I would have taken them. I also share your disdain for Arya. She is out power playing me. She might as well be wearing an ugly, oversized hoodie.
Step back.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside?
I would never work for a
You'll get paid when
battalion.
the job's done, just like everyone else.
Never.
Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Almost missed it.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
They are very sexist. I remember in the the infamous Free the Batarian Slaves mission on, I think it was Asteroid 51 or something. That was like the first thing they said to me. Something about me being a woman. Not being capable. So rude. So rude.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your shit. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Tarek.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Okay.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
It's a good thing he's going to be on our team soon, because it sounds like he's a good fighter.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right,
Spitarian has 3 chins.
Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
He also has like 6 eyes. 4 eyes? Let's not body shame him. Location?
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operation. I can't tell you exactly.
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
But
where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough.
Does not look
young. I grew
young.
up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides,
he doesn't look like young.
50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
No, I'm not going to use a Paragon point. No, you keep your Paragon
if you're sure
point.
registration's in here, good luck. You'll need it.
Perfect. Thanks.
You're going to do great, kid. Young kid, definitely not 50 years old. I got Paragon points. This is tragic. Alright, so, I actually really want to meet the Solarian. We gotta get to the quarantine zone. You guys won't believe what you're missing in there. I'm so wasted. I bought so many drinks. They were delicious.
Expecting me. Oh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Transport station over here. Oh, this is a much better map than the old map. Oh, there's an upper after. Oh yeah, we were there. We were there. Can salvage hearts. Looking for the quarantine. There it is. Shuttle to quarantine zone. So we gotta turn around. Yeah.
Can you even see me over here?
Marketplace. Yes, keep going through.
Protesters have again attempted to extinguish the Shepard Memorial flame on Tormund. Authorities issued warnings, but
Mad Prophet. I'm sold. Oh! No. Let's push him on. I can't shoot him.
Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt and feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear.
Why are the humans listening to this? What the hell, guys? He hates us. Stop at the stores first. Very unrealistic that Shepard wouldn't slap him and say 50 credits for a pistol. Kid, buy yourself an Equalizer 7. And 20% of all that profit goes to the company. Just sell him his own gun. That's what I would do. Here's a market.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
These prices? I spit on them.
You might snare a few tourists with these prices, but I'm not giving you a single credit.
Sure, you can find things cheaper if you're willing to risk the black market.
High risk, high reward, baby.
Well, you and I could do business if you'd just charge what this crap is worth.
Fine. I'll give you the uppity human biscuit. And that's all you're getting.
Man, I hate Batarians.
You're back. You must have seen something you like.
See.
You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Okay, okay. Sniper rifle damage? 50,000 required. We actually have quite a few credits. Where did they all come from? 137,000 credits. Oh yeah, true. I think I keep picking the wrong options. No more mods. Buying upgrades is how you get stronger weapons now. Ew. A titillating alien magazine. Yes, I will take that. Good thing we got a discount on it. 4 credits is a bit pricey. Blood Dragon armor. When and how the elusive man got his hands on the armor is unknown, but several of the signatures bear messages such as expletive, the Geth, and Shepard, get well soon. Aww. Hang on, that sounds familiar. Who says that? Kaiden? Jenkins? Is that you? Weapon upgrade. Turian cruiser. Oh, just a model ship. 416. Oh, it's almost worth it. I could give that to someone. Incorporates, increases storm speed by 10%. I'm gonna get some sniper rifle, damn it. So now we have 87,000 credits. I don't know if we want the rest just yet. Is there anyone else selling things? Where's this black market?
From the wreckage of Peak 15. Researchers there may have been cloning raffinite genetic material. Fortunately, according to council representatives, the experiment produced no material.
Imagine this. You're in the next.
Okay. There sure is a lot of goofy promotional armors for other games than Mountain Dew. There are 3 stores total. Let's see. So that was, I think, the Omega Market. So we got Ken's Salvage and Harrod's Emporium. Maybe down here. Wow, what's going on with that guy? Where's the Quasar machines?
Alliance military officials are
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavhorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Okay, I will tell him.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to ya.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay. Alright. Not here to make friends.
This place. How could these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Who needs Quasar when you got plenty of ammo? I just want to gamble. Shepard gets 10 health. I cannot buy it. Ah, I'm just shy of 90,000. Shotgun damage, Matic, Geth plasma shotgun, pretty cool. Heavy weapon ammo. I'm good. What do we got here? Not what I want. Yeah, this place is intense, huh? Ah, down. I gotta backtrack a little bit. Hey, Crazy Canuck, how's Mass Effect 1 going? One more market over here. Pirates Emporium. Capacitor chest plate. Hack module. Huh. Terminus armor. That's pretty good. I like this one. I'm gonna get this. It, ooh, headshot damage. Heyo. A visor. Sick. Alright, I'm done. Save. Let's go to the quarantine zone, baby. Go to the captain's cabin on the Normandy to view personalization items. Oh, I wonder if I collect all the spaceships, if I can put them on my desk. All the little model ships. That'd be so cute.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets... I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I'm going in though, so...
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Dang, I'm going in though.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
No.
That's right. Now I'm going in. If I find looters, I'll kill them. Anybody gets in my way, I'll kill them too.
I'll call the guards. They'll let you in with no trouble.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade
You look
launcher,
like a
lady.
looter.
Get lost.
And a
Fortunately,
loser.
humans are immune to the plague.
Tried streaming it, but find it hard to stream single player games. Oh, I gotcha. I'm liking the second one a lot. It definitely... Oh my god, we got this guy now. Zaid. Jacob. Why not? Let's get to know you, Zaid. Concussive shot. A mercenary veteran. Ooh, very good, very good. I like it. 2 of these for you, sir. 2 of these. And 1 of these. Boom. Jacob, we got 1 left. Can't do that for some reason. Yeah, I like the second one. It definitely feels like a very different game. Not in a bad way. Just a very different experience. Saving. It's also hard too, you know. Although I was not nice to the characters in the previous game, I did grow attached to them. A little bit. And I'm kind of sad. I feel like, you know, I find myself reminiscing about glory days, you know? Glory days with me and Rex and Tali. And now Tali hates me. She won't join my squad. Garrus, who knows what that poor soul's up to. Lost without me. Probably. We gotta go this way. But I'm on my way to meet a Solarian. And I think that's gonna, you know, pick me up a little bit. Probably.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Orcha shooting anything.
Oh, shooting, huh? Is it these guys? Yes.
We've been spotted.
We were not very stealthy. Let's pull this one.
Have a nice trip. Down you go.
In the streets.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Bank terminal hack. Not a looter, just hacking a bank terminal. Start hack. I don't know. 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 That one? What am I doing? I don't understand. Maybe I press space. There. Okay, space. Okay. Okay. Give me a lot of green. I don't know if there's. Uh-oh, it's getting tricky. Found it. Give me that code. Nope. Shh. One attempt remaining. Not that one. Oh, there's more? Oh, I had to start over. Okay, I got it now. I got it now. How long is this gonna go on for? Hacked! One attempt remaining. Just stole 5,000 credits from the bank teller. Bam! Yeah, the good old days when Shepard was still strong enough to go on insanity. Love how you can't even remember Liara exists. Now that you mention it. Is Rex alive or worm food? He is alive, but he is not well. Not without me. He is, I guess, very passionate about, what is it, restoring, reversing the genophage against his people. I think that's what he's working on. You know, a bit of a passion project. Can't say I understand. But it's his thing. Oh, okay. Connect the matching pins to bypass security. I think we know this one. Yeah, we do. I think it was on. Yeah. Hacked. I like these little mini games. These are cool. Turian plague victim.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Bastards seamless in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Good thing.
2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna
I know how this ends.
I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
I think it's a little late. So if humanity had reproduction reduced to 1 in 1,000 babies, he couldn't relate to his cause. No, I can't say I get it. It just seems like a silly, it's like a silly little hobby of his, right? It's like knitting or something. Don't get it.
He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Aww, RP. I'm just kidding. Honestly, it's just the renegade in me. This game brings it out. So it's just a little Easter egg room, I guess. Something over here. Batarian victim.
Human. Should have guessed.
Are you really gonna look down on me right now in your condition?
Infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
I can fix that real quick.
I need to find Morden's Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
No Paragon.
Guess we'll ask somebody else.
I guess so.
Let's move.
I guess so. No, I'm just kidding. A Nihilus stan. Oh, R.I.P. Nihilus. That was a real one. Can I? Yes, ready. Oh. Gonna take the credits and leave? Yeah, these Turians are up to no good, huh? I think I have to go this way. They're just messing everyone around. Alright, where do we go? Where do we go?
Trouble coming!
Trouble coming. Credits. Oh, we got people down there. Oh, no, no, no. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Are we supposed to shoot? Blue Suns. Oh, God. Oh, God. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. How do you heal in this game?
On target.
Okay, we figured it out. He's dead. Is he dead? Bring it back. I think I have to be. No, they're not down. They're not down. Oh yeah, we're on in the veteran mode now.
Hostiles incoming.
Nice trip.
Alright, time to switch guns. No more messing around here. Oh god, come on. I only have 10 bullets.
Right between the eyes. Firing an impact shot.
Huh?
Everyone done? Alright, where's Jacob? Jacob! Jacob! There he is. Why does it look like he's dead? It's like his face is highlighted in red. Switch my gun. Go back to this one. Shoot the explodey stuff. Yeah, good idea. I didn't even think of it. Oh, this is a grenade launcher. It's not what I want. Heavy pistol. Sure, sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not looters, but if the belongings don't belong to anyone anymore, you know, it'd be a shame for it to go to the blue shields. Apartments over here. Is this where we came in, though? No, apparently not. Medkit, nice.
Oh, thank God, you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us.
So you're safe now.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Humans are really immune?
Is what I hear right? That this plague doesn't affect humans?
No, it seems like some kind of bioweapon or
yeah,
something.
good idea.
Since it affects so many different species, the Blue Suns figure humans caused it. They're shooting us on sight. God knows how many have already died.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Let's dive a little deeper.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
Okay.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Blue Suns.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Why would anyone want to live
plague
here?
hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
Okay.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
The other side.
He's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Sounds like a good guy.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
Hiding here won't save you.
Cowering in this apartment might keep you alive for a while, but if the mercs don't get you,
But to be fair, I'm about to
starvation will.
steal Morden.
Easy for you to say.
So,
You're a soldier armed to the teeth. We're just ordinary people.
Yeah, you're making it out like we're cowards or something.
A coward accepts death instead of fighting to stay alive. If you want to survive, you're gonna have to earn it. I'm taking out every Vorcha and Blue Suns group I find along the way to Morden's clinic, but I can't hold your hand while I'm waging war in the streets.
Yeah, okay. I guess if you can clear a path, we can follow. Like you said, it's our only chance. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Nice. I like it. Made some friends. Save. But yeah, I'm telling them to go to Morden's clinic, and I'm also about to steal Morden and take him on my spaceship. Did I already get that? Okay, cool. Alright, stole their little bank vault as well. Where is this guy? This way. And yes, that's a great idea. I forgot that I had ammo abilities. Kind of still getting used to the fighting in this game. Modified assault rifle, nice. And then... Oh, here we go. These... Whoa. Ah, man. Wow.
Firing concussive shots!
Oh yeah, explosives. Are those explosives? Oh yeah, I'll do it right now. Got this, disruptor.
Sit down!
I'm not doing anything to him. Why? Here, I'm gonna throw a grenade. Oops. Ah. I think we're good. Disruptor is good against synthetics and shields. Ah.
Get over here!
What happens if I run out of ammo? Not the Krogan, not the Krogan, not the Krogan. Heal, 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 heal. Help me. Help me. Oh, I can breathe. Oh, he's dead. Come back. Oh, he's not dead. What is that? I'm so confused.
Have a nice trip!
Oh. Oh, there's the explosive.
Looks like we're in Vorcha territory. The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Go get sniper ammo. That's all I want. Maybe we go this way. Maybe not. Not this way. Ah, yes. Go up. Kalamo Plaza? Maybe I have to go back. I'm a little confused. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. You have to live with the shame of being saved by Jacob. You don't understand. It's part of my ploy to win his heart. You know, he does that for me. He saves my life. Damsel in distress. Excuse me. Have you seen a Disney movie? All right. I have a plan here. Where do I go? I think I'm going in circles. Clinic. Clinic guard.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those Macs.
Field is clear.
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Squad weapons.
Professor, we're running low on suboxone. Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping of Batarians. Supplement with butemmerol. Got it.
Research data. Palladium. Refined palladium. Man, I'm just... They talk about how limited their supplies are, and I'm just like, I'll take this and that and that. Thank you. I'm not even sick. Ha ha ha.
Professor Morden Solis?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees, no mercenary uniform, quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague? Investigating possible use as bioweapon? No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment.
For the love of God, take a breath. I came here to find you, okay? I'm Commander Shephard. I'm on a critical mission and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Fair enough.
It's a covert and privately funded human group.
Related to plague. Doesn't affect humans. Human-centric interest. Few human groups would know me. Equipment suggests military origin. Not Alliance standard. Spectres. Not human. Terra firma too unstable. Only one option. Cerberus sent you. Unexpected.
Cerberus might not have the best reputation, but we need your help.
Why request Salarian aid?
I'm on a mission to shut down the Collectors, and I need your help.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
Ah, okay. I'll do it.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental
Like
systems.
they're,
Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
Okay, well, oh god.
A doctor doesn't have much chance against a Vorcha horde. You shouldn't have sent him.
Stubborn. Told him not to go. Odds of survival low. But he's smart, careful, bright future. I hope.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work with Solarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Solarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
I love him. Carnifex hand cannon acquired. The following squad members are now able to use this weapon. Shepard, Jacob, Miranda. Except... Save. Medkit, take that. Renegade points. Power cells. Carnifex hand cannon. Ooh, we found something else. Oh, what a treasure chest his lab has been for me.
Yes, Shepard. You need something.
Let's head for the environmental
Yes,
plant.
good. Restore power. Release cure. We'll be here when you return.
Restore power. Release cure. I'm lost. There we go. Nope. Big lab. Excuse me. Okay, I will move for you. You're doing important work. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna park it right here next to him because I wanna spend some quality time with him. Save, and I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. But I'll be back with this likely on Thursday. But as always, I'll shout it out on Twitter and stuff, so you can follow us there at the Living Gods 3 S's, or just follow, keep your notifications on, whatever. Cool. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. This is super fun. I'm excited to continue the Mass Effect journey. Hard mode, Renegade. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.